And the Hokies will kick it away to start. He'll start the return inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Offense in a bunch formation. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Fires and picked off. Got some room to run. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
Man, and I think you come out, Palmer, and you say, I want to be aggressive early and maybe take a shot, but that's not the shot they were talking about.
No, and give the defense credit because they watched film too, and they knew this offense might come out and want to be aggressive, and they were ready on the back end that time for them. They came into this game hyped up, ready to go. Great individual effort by that defender getting the pick.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Looking for space. It's Tootin. And he'll step across the sidelines after making a good gain on that one.
Yeah, and it's a nice decision by the quarterback when you run these RPOs. Man, if you can give it to him and you can get such positive yards like that, continue to do it. Make that defense react a different way. Then I'll throw the football.
The Hokies get enough for the first down.
And this offense has really gotten to a nice rhythm here on their opening drive of the game. Running the ball, getting it down now into a goal-to-go situation. They really have established a bit of a physicality here early. Let's see if they can keep that up.
And the Hokies have it with a 1st and goal. Looking to pass. It's Drones. Got it set up on the outside. And he'll haul it in and take it to the end zone. Touchdown, Virginia Tech!
What a nice start for this offense. The throw game getting working, getting the touchdown pass. This quarterback getting a little bit of confidence. This passing game getting in a rhythm. Nice start for this offense.
And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. Here comes that Alabama offense. Well, let's see if this drive goes better than the last one. They were in and out quickly after the quick pick, David.
Yeah, first play, big mistake, man. Now, let's get this offense in a little bit of a rhythm. Maybe before you open it up again, Palmer, or do you trust him right away?
He seems to me like the guy maybe that just needs to kind of get into the flow of the game. So maybe you get the running game going here and just give him some easy looks to let him get lathered up.
Running back goes in motion. On 2nd down, just keeps firing. And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical and pass deep. You got to think they'll try to muscle their way forward on 3rd and short from the 29. They'll try to get it through the air. Grabbed behind the line. It's Haynes. He's out of bounds, but not before picking up enough for the first down.
Nice poise by the quarterback. Here's a big 3rd down throw, and you want to push the ball vertically down the field, but if the defense takes it all away, check the ball down. Get it to your running back and let him go do the work and move the sticks for you.
Pretty good effort on that one to work his way up to the 42.
I know it's sexy to throw the football, but if you can pound it away and get these kind of gains, they will just add up, wear the defense down, get first downs, and ultimately get some points.
And he keeps it himself. A good decision there, and it gives this offense a first down.
And here we go. If you're an offense, you've got to get that ground game going so you can have some balance, and then you give it to your quarterback, Palmer, and let him make some plays down the field later on.
Yeah, exactly. And coming into this game, this offense knew they were going to have to some way, somehow, at least establish a semblance of a running game for exactly what you just said. You got to be able to use play-action pass later in this game to get some explosive plays down the field, and it's a play like that that we just saw, which can help them get that going.
He's got it on the right. At the 20, he's got space. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a first down. They might have the defense's head spinning a little bit now. Hit them with a big run, now they hit them with a big pass.
Man, it's so hard to defend both. You know that. Which coverage do I want to put? Do I put more people in the box to stop the run? When you've got this kind of...
Snagged in the end zone. Touchdown tie.
And man, that was a nice job by the tight end, finding the soft spot in the defense in the end zone on that TD.
Ready to try the point after. Smashes it through for the PAT. They march 78 yards down the field, and the score comes on a 12-yard touchdown pass. A fair catch called for and made. And Virginia Tech sends the offense onto the field. Jesse looking to take it down the field for back-to-back touchdowns.
It's really important for them moving forward, too, to have a lot of balance, right? You want to be able to keep this defense guessing, Pollard.
Yeah, and you got me searching for answers after that last drive. You stack another drive on top of this, their defense's heads are going to be spinning all over the place.
That's the end of the first quarter with the score tied at 7.
We'll start the quarter offense, about to snap it on second down. On the ground, it's Tootin. These little gains can start to add up as he gets it up to the 34.
And a nice job by the running back, finding space, getting downhill, making the good run. Great job finishing with his pads.
To the ground to try to move the chains. And they'll spot it at the 38, and that'll be plenty for the first down.
That is how it's done on third down and short. No doubt about it. An easy hole to get through and clearly get the first down.
If you really want to simplify football, the low man wins. That time, the offense got the better of the D. Easily picked that up.
Been showing them the run. Now they'll throw it. The sure hands. It's Jennings. Nothing but green ahead. And finally out of bounds after an explosive run by this ball carrier.
I know it's early in the game, but defensively after that play, you know you have to tackle the catch. When this guy gets the ball in his hands, he is so dangerous after the fact. So it's okay for him to make catches. You just got to get him to the ground quickly.
Second down here, and maybe they've got time to get one more snap off before the 2-minute warning. We'll take a quick break here. 2 minutes to play in the first half. Going to work on second down, and the red zone is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. They're setting up the screen. Didn't have much room to run and not a whole lot of help. Short game there and still plenty of ground to cover for the first down. Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. Fires to the wideout. And it's picked off right at the goal line. And the offense makes the tackle in frustration after the interception. Drive comes up empty, and it's a turnover.
QBs have to understand, when I'm throwing against zones, I got to manipulate guys with my eyes. I might have to look one direction to create an opening to throw that ball or zip that ball in. I got to use touch. It's really hard when all eyes are on me, and you could tell the quarterback was not ready and did not make a good throw.
Quarterback keeper. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Back to pass, it's Milroe. And he just flat dropped it. I think he wanted to run before he secured it.
Just got to finish the play for the wide receiver. You got to look that one in and complete it. It's a bad drop.
This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. Good timing on the quick out. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down.
There's a reason third down is called the money down. What a great find by the quarterback. Great job finding his receiver. At the end of the game, you look at third down percentages, it tells a huge story, and it goes a long way in deciding who wins a football game.
Getting some heat. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance.
Well, this defense felt coming into the game that if he was going to try to throw from the pocket, they could get to him and affect his accuracy, and they did on that last play.
They keep attacking through the air. Makes the grab. It's Bernard. Open space at the 25. Afterburners coming. The 30. He's at the 20. And he motors into the end zone. Touchdown, Bama!
And I just love the execution by this offense. Late in the half, man, you want to take the lead. You want to get that momentum on your side, and they do it. They finish it with the passing game. And I'll tell you what, keep that passing game up. You can keep this lead, keep the momentum, and keep putting up numbers.
And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And they could not have finished with more style. An 87-yard touchdown pass. Not going to risk a return here. He'll make the fair catch. And we're about to get another look at this Hokie offense. This late in the half, you're behind. You'd love to create something before the break to build momentum, Jesse.
But you've also had some miscues on offense, a big part of why you're losing the game right now. I'd take it into halftime, make my adjustments, and come out ready in the second half.
Yeah, I'm going to take it into halftime too, Paul. But I'm trying to put some points up right here. Be aggressive, set the tone, be like, hey, listen, this is what you're going to get in the second half, so find something really quickly you can go to.
Just gets rid of the football, nobody to throw it to. It'll be second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Goes to the option. And he never had a chance to get the pitch off on the option as he's tackled in the backfield. They're at their fastest tempo trying to get off this third down play. The freshman able to get home with the sack. Timeout is called, and it's the defense wanting to make sure that everyone's on the same page for this big down. Fourth and a long way to go, but the offense is going to give it a shot. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. What a snag by the defense. Trying to take it back. And they get the takeaway and prevent points from going up just before the end of the half.
This is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision making.
Use the play fake, now to throw. Buys a little time. Trying to escape and get it himself. He found a little opening and got loose. They couldn't stop him in the backfield, so a solid pickup there. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. Looking downfield, it's Milroe. Fires left. Or did he find a hole in that secondary? Touchdown, Alabama! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
This offense is so explosive, they can change the scoreboard in a flash. You just saw that on that drive.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. So they'll decline the penalty, pleased with the results of that last play. You get that touchdown right before the half, build the momentum, and the last thing you need to do is mess it up by allowing a big kickoff return. From inside the 15, here's the return. Coverage team there to make the stop. They avoid disaster, and that's the end of the first half.
That's the end of the first half. With the score, Alabama 21.
Alabama ready to put a boot to it to start the second half.
Number 14, set to advance on the
No return coming. He'll call for the fair catch. Offense getting set for first down. They keep it on the ground to open the third. Tackle is made at the 28 after a pickup of 3.
And a lot of times you want those big plays. You want those splash plays. But sometimes you're going to take some losses. You're not going to run the football overly well. But if you continue to run it, you can at least create some balance. You at least have the threat of it. Otherwise, you're just going to abandon it, and now it's just going to be a passing game.
What a nifty run there to pick up the first down.
Well, you wonder if one of the adjustments they made at halftime, trailing in this game, was to try and get the ground game established, David. They're off to a good start here.
Dang right. Stay patient. You don't have to worry about it. You don't have to press. Just try to get scoring drives together. Don't abandon the run.
And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few.
Listen, running backs are not just running backs anymore. You're going to be a wide receiver in today's football, and a great job sneaking out of the backfield, getting them the football, letting them get some positive yards.
After the short completion, let's see if they go back to the air. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. Solid fundamentals on that tackle from this freshman. And this offense is desperate to keep this drive alive, trailing by multiple possessions, and it's getting late. Dropping back, it's Drones. Flushed out of the pocket. Quarterback gets enough. Crosses the 30, he's got away. He's run out of bounds, but not before turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down. The Hokies are moving quickly down the field. They'll run it from the gun. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
Linebackers in today's football, obviously, guys have gotten smaller. They got to play in space more, cover fast guys out on the perimeter. But how about this linebacker coming downhill and making a physical tackle in the hole?
Receiver wasn't ready for the throw, incomplete.
And a nice job on the defense understanding who their go-to guy is. That's the guy they want to feature. That's the guy they want to feed with good reason. He's a great player, but a great job by the defense taking away that primary read, making sure they don't make a big play.
On 3rd and long, doesn't need to take the check down. Got him downfield. Slammed to the ground, but not before he gets the first down. And they just want to give this guy a chance to make a play on 3rd down, and more times than not, he is going to deliver.
He's so good, so efficient, such a good route runner, got the speed, got the complete game, so you definitely want to highlight him, and especially on those downs that matter the most. If something's not open quick underneath, find him, he'll make those contested catches.
There's just so much for this defense to think about right now. They've had strong side runs thrown at them. Now the counter. They know that this offense can work in the play action.
And he'll find the end zone. Touchdown, Hokies! Timely decisions, effective play management helps them get to the end zone after that marathon drive.
And every time the offense needed to play, boom, they got it. I mean, you think about it. Whether it's a small run, small pass, whatever they needed, they got it done, and they popped it in for the score.
And the extra point was good. About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. From inside the 10, here he comes. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. The Tide offense rolls onto the field. After standing on the sideline and watching that long touchdown drive, they really need to put something together to give their defense a rest.
And that's a real thing, man. Like, you played a lot of plays, you get worn out, you need a chance to go decompress on the sideline, get some oxygen. Palmer, now it's on this offense.
Yeah, this is the definition of complementary football because it's a two-pronged problem. You've got to score points and answer, but you've also got to take your time and give your defense an opportunity to get their win.
They've got it to the 49-yard line, and they'll move the chains. High-flying pass catchers and the Crimson Tide. That combination wasn't right at the top of your mind, say, 30 years ago.
No, it used to be run, run, more run, and you've seen over the years they've opened it up, the playbook, and they've brought in...
Racing down the left side. He's at the 10. Touchdown, Crimson Tide. And once he got loose, it was all over.
Well, this offense looked unstoppable in the first half, lighting up the scoreboard, and it doesn't look much different here in the second half. They take their first drive of the third quarter, march it down the field, and score. There's no end in sight for these guys.
And the extra point is good for a 28-14 lead. Quick strike offense on that three-play scoring drive. And what a way to finish things off with that 51-yard touchdown run. Kickoff team is on the field. They'll try to drive this one deep. He'll call for the fair catch here. They'll break the seal on this quarter here on first down. Trying to start the drive with a pass. He'll pull it down, and they'll shove him out of bounds after the short gain.
And that's a really good job by this defense, because remember, when the quarterback runs, now you got an extra blocker, because he's not just handing it off and standing there, and they still did a good job at the point of attack, kind of strung it along and made...
And the freshman will chalk up a sack.
You got to give the defense tons of credit because we know how much speed this quarterback has. That time you saw the pursuit. They were able to bring him down for a big loss on the sack.
You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. Third and long from inside their own 20. And here comes the pressure, and there he goes down again. Down by multiple possessions. You can't come up empty on this drive. They'll go for it on fourth down. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play, trying to preserve every minute possible. Coach has no choice here. The offense has to stay on the field, down multiple possessions this late. Fourth down attempt coming. It's incomplete, and they desperately needed to keep that drive going, and they couldn't make the connection.
And after failing to get that fourth down, it just feels like this game is over. They are going to need a miracle. They're going to need a quick 3 and out. They're going to need a turnover or something to have any shot at getting back in this game.
Oh, and he can't hold the pitch, and the ball's loose. How about that alert play from the defense to scoop it up? And he's brought down, and this defense gets the ball back for its own.
Man, you go from perfect position of strength. I get to salt this clock away. I get to run this out. I'm going to win to, man, now I got to put my defense back on the field, and anything can happen, right, in football, and you can catch breaks, and so now you got to go out and earn it. You had this thing under wraps.
Yeah, I think you're just seeing the experience this guy has, right? He's so poised that initially he's flushed out of the pocket, nothing's open, and he doesn't panic. He's not throwing it away. He's not sliding early. He just knows where the defense isn't, and he's able to attack that space with his speed and get a positive play.
Ball spotted at the 21. It's first down. He's looking to throw it. They've got the screen set up. They make the stop, but not before the screen has hit him for a first down, and much more really good execution by this offense. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. And the freshman does a great job using his technique and getting the man on the ground.
I like the decision there in the RPO game too, guys. I know he only got a couple of yards, but that play's going to open up bigger opportunities throwing the football down the field in the RPO game too. So keep handing it off to this guy. Let him see what he can do. And when the defense gives you the look to hold the football and then finally throw it, that's when you take advantage.
Now facing a third and long. Wants to throw. It's Drones coming after it. And a missed opportunity on third down as the defense knocks it free, and fourth down is coming up.
And now such a tough situation. Late in this game, you're trailing, but now it's 4th and long. Like, it's one thing if it's 4th and short. This makes it even more difficult. You got to have something.
And he throws his 3rd pick of the day. His head has to be spinning. Bringing it back. He'll finally go out of bounds, but he was showing off all the skills after that interception.
And that's a really good job by the defense, understanding the situation of football. It's 4th down. It's late in the game. You got a multi-possession lead. Take away all the deep stuff. Make them force the football into coverage. They do, and they stamp this game.
That's got to be demoralizing if you're the defense. You're trailing. You need to get the ball back. You got to get off the field, but you can't stop the run. When they're going between the tackles, this defense is going to have to get a lot more physical, especially in the middle.
On the option. He'll toss it. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
How about the defender being a heat-seeking missile? He was on radar lock. He found the football and flew down with some bad intentions.
Quick catch on 3rd down. Strikes the blow. He's run out of bounds after the big gain, and they are in business, 1st and goal.
And that's a really good example of a quarterback and his intended target both being on the same page. The timing was almost perfect on that play. That's why they were able to convert the 3rd down, now setting up 1st and goal.
And maybe they want to try somewhere else because there is nothing doing in the middle of this defense. Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. The option look. Now the pitch. And he finds some solid space, makes a nice gain before the defense is able to stop it. Timeout is called. Clock stops. 13 seconds to go in the game. They'd love to make this short field pay off with a touchdown instead of settling for 3, but it is 3rd and goal. Back to pass, it's Milroe. Just hammer it with this running back again, and he noses his way into the end zone.
Someone say run on the clock. Someone say I don't need to add points. But here's the thing. It's your job to stop them on defense. Now, listen, the handshakes, they might get a little bit interesting after this game, but the offense did their job.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point splits the uprights, and they're up a full 3 touchdowns, a 21-point cushion in the 4th. The kickoff team out there and ready to go.
14.
From inside his own 15, let's see how far he can get. Probably needed to pick up an extra block or 2, but as it is, he'll be stopped at the 28. And Virginia Tech sends the offense onto the field. This has been a really disappointing performance, David, no question about that, but they can find some positives.
Yeah, and every time you watch the tape, you know, Jesse, coaches are pointing out, look at this. This was open if we had just ran the details to the right route, hung on to the football. Little things can make a big difference.
Yeah, that's why they call it a game of inches, David. But I'll say this, if you're on offense, don't go on social media this week. It ain't going to be pretty after this performance. You've got to lock in. You got to take the week of practice very seriously and find those positives that you can build off, David, you're talking about.
It's incomplete, and they tried to finish this quarter with a bang and couldn't quite connect. You know, there's no real reason to panic, but if you think about it, when does panicking ever really help? But certainly this was a bitterly disappointing outcome.
And you can look at a lot of different statistics, and I know we tend to overcomplicate college football these days, but guys, at the end of the day, it comes down to 2 very simple things. You can't turn the ball over, and you can't have penalties. You do those things, David, and it'll beat you every time.
That's the difference between winning and losing. It's the small things, but find those things that you